morning, Savva here from Football Heritage TV, back with a morning dose of all things Tottenham, all things football, all things transfer related. Fabrizio Romano, Ornstein, Matty Laws. Let's see what's happening in the world, shall we? And as always, Tottenham Hotspur have a straightforward deal to be done that turns out to not be very straightforward. We'll get into it when we're looking at... Obviously, I'm looking at the Drăgușin deal here, right? Now, listen, no one knows 100% what's happening, but it does feel that every time Tottenham Hotspur are in a conversation with someone, it feels like it drags on and on forever. No pun intended with the word drag. Lots of tweets came out yesterday from the likes of Romano, from the likes of Damasio, Ornstein, all saying different things about the Drăgușin situation. And more than any of that, it has been the comments, I would suggest, from his agent that make you go, oh my God, what is going on? Like, what is going on? His agent basically turning around and saying that that he doesn't want to move mid-season. But listen, we'll get into it. We'll have another look. But it does feel, doesn't it? It does feel it does feel like every single deal we go to do, it needs to be a drawn-out process rather than just getting the deal done. Now, I'll ask you this question. People will say, oh, Savva, stop your moaning, Savva. We're only on day 3 of the window. Yeah, of course we are. But if ever a club needed a centre-half, it's Tottenham Hotspur, isn't it? Sorry, please bear with me while I drink my shake. If ever a club needed a centre-half, it was Tottenham Hotspur. And it's like there's a centre-half right there, just waiting to be picked up off the shelf. And it seems like we're dillying and dallying about again over a few million quid. Now, let's get into it. Let's see what's happened. Is the Drăgușin deal going to be the new Van der Ven deal, where we do get it done, but it takes ages and ages and ages? Before we get into that, please smash the like. You know the rules. As you come in, smash the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We should have 1 like for everyone that's in here. That's just the way it works. And please subscribe if you haven't already as we head towards 12,200. Any questions you got, put a great big Q. Could have said a capital Q. Then the question or the topic, and we'll have a conversation about it. I'll try to get to as many of the comments as we can. Let's have a look where we are. Blacker Music has said, smash up the likes as you enter. Big up, Blacker. I hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Blacker Music in the house. Always good to have in here. There is the link, by the way, for anyone to subscribe. Luke Marshall has said, big up, Savva. I've seen a Drăgușin tweet by Romano about an hour ago. Yeah, I'm going to bring it up in a second. I am going to bring it up. Said, I hope Levy don't do a Levy. And this is always the problem, isn't it? At the back of your mind, this is what we're all worried about, right? This is what we're all worried about, is that Levy does a Levy. This is what we're worried about. But what can we do about it? This is how we enter into business. I guess there is some leeway because we don't play a league game at least until the 14th. So we've got 11 days until we play a league game. But you would just think when we heard the news that we were in talks with Drăgușin and Todibo, and it was like a week before, well, desperately with Todibo, a week before the transfer window opened, you're thinking to yourself, come on, just have it done, wrap it up. And we just don't quite get there, do we, by hook or crook? But Luke's gone on to say, oh, yeah, we've seen that one. Paul123, good morning to you. I'm well. I am well. How are you? I love this. Get the fraud. Arteta out of my club. Said, big up, Savva. Levy doing Levy again. At the moment, it does appear that way, right? It does appear that way. The worrying thing for me is we're talking about a player who's worth 30 million euros. We're not talking about negotiating for a 75, 80 million pound player here and trying to get it down to 65, 70. We're talking about a 30 million euro player. That's nothing in today's football. Let's call it for what it is. 30 million euros is nothing in this day and age. I mean, let's have a look, shall we? Hang on, 30 million euros in pounds. There you go, 30 million euros in pounds. It's 25.9 million as of today's exchange. 25.9 million. Again, it comes down to what's our ambition. Yeah, what is our ambition? Do we want to still be seen as that club that go, I don't know, a couple of quid here, a couple of quid there? Isn't this why we built the stadium, so that we can go out and get, boom, done? You know, we did it all summer with Van der Ven. We messed about with what's his name? Savva. It just feels like everything needs to be messed about. Paul123 has gone on to say Kelly is incoming. Ren, big up to you, Ren. I said, big up crew. Hope you're well. Luke Marshall's gone on to say this deal needs to be done today or tomorrow. Yeah, you would like to think so. Please just get the deal done today. In theory, it shouldn't be that difficult to do, should it? Everything is agreed with the player. This is purely now not convincing the player. This is purely now monetary. Ren has gone on to say it's so annoying. Levy will never just hand over cash. He's a tight-ass Tuesday kind of guy for sure. I love that saying. Kind of Tuesday kind of guy. I like that. Ash, big up, bro. So today we get there. Here we go. Yeah, the kind of nervous face of all Spurs fans when they're in a transfer window. Yeah. Lee B has said, Savva, it's happening again. I think we'll get it done. I just can't understand how we go through this rigmarole every time we're in a transfer negotiation. Every single time. You know, at some point, though, this isn't going to work. At some point, you're going to be up against bigger clubs and they will just snap up these players. I think it's okay while you're buying 21-year-olds who haven't done too much in football just yet. But imagine this was a 26, 27-year-old in his peak. Everyone will go, boom, boom, boom. There's the money. Levy will be going, I don't know. I want 7 million euros less. It's like, okay. Big up Chris Beresford. Has said, till the player is pictured with a club shirt with the inevitable links of supporting the club as a kid, believe nothing. Plenty of false reporting between now and deadline day. But you know what? We're going to enjoy every moment of the false reporting, aren't we, Chris? Yeah, you're right. You know, I've always dreamed of playing for Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Dave H, 1960 said, good morning, Savva. What's new about Levy turning into a sloth when it comes to transfers? Absolutely nothing. SCB Elite says, Savva, do you regret selling Sanchez? I regret that we didn't sell Sanchez 5 years earlier. I don't regret not selling Davinson Sanchez. An awful footballer, an absolute awful footballer. No, why would I regret that? No is the answer to that question. I absolutely do not regret that at all. Tony, come and say deal will be done, but by God, Levy never makes it easy. Must be his ego. Absolutely. It always does. It always does seem to take ages, doesn't it? There are some questions, by the way. If you feel I'm missing them, I am starring them so I can come to them a little bit later. Video complete. Sophia said, hi, Savva. I hope Napoli doesn't get Drăgușin. They sent an offer and don't seem to give up. Yeah, there's been reports that Napoli wanted him, right? I don't know how true this is, but there are reports that Napoli wanted him. Sorry, my camera's just that tiny bit wonky, isn't it? Is it still? Yes, tiny little bit wonky. Is that better? There we go. That looks about straight to me. Yeah, if you can see Ronaldinho there. Yeah, Pele in the top left. Georgie, 1 foot LCFC said, morning on Savva Fan TV. Listen, before I go on, before we move on, let's have a look at what was actually said, shall we? Over the last sort of 12 hours or so. So if we present a screen, there we go. Let's share that. Let's have a look at Fabrizio Romano. There we go. Can everyone see that? Hopefully you can all see that. Yeah. So you can see about an hour ago, the talks were Tottenham and Genoa have a new round of talks. Yesterday it was nearly done. Today it's a new round of talks already scheduled to advance on the Radu Drăgușin deal. Initial verbal proposal from Spurs is around 23 million euros, while the Genoa asking price is 30 million euros. Contacts will continue soon. Postecoglou still convinced he wants Drăgușin. Now, if we then go back a bit further, we'll go back past the Jadon Sancho news. It looks like Jadon Sancho is on his way back to Borussia Dortmund. We'll come back to that in a minute. If we go, Alex Matos, we know, left on loan. We'll come back to this. Loads of clubs, by the way, buying loads of Brazilian players at the moment. Loads of Brazilian clubs are being raided for their young talent. I want to get back to what the last thing was yesterday on Drăgușin. So if we just scroll down a little bit further, it won't be too far. I can promise you that. If we go down to, we'll see, look at all these young Brazilians moving across into Europe. PSG, Benfica. Where are we? Must be right nearly here because I remember this from yesterday. Judson Sobel. Here. So it was, there you go. So this was 19 hours ago. So this was probably about 3 p.m. yesterday afternoon. Said, Drăgușin has accepted all details of Tottenham contract proposal as personal terms have been agreed, as revealed last week. Despite public statements on new deal, he's still waiting for Spurs. Spurs and Genoa remain in talks to get the deal done very soon. Now, you know when you just think it just doesn't feel like the words very soon and Daniel Levy belong in the same sentence. Also news, by the way, that Daniel Malin could be leaving Borussia Dortmund. What does everyone think of him? So it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, look, I'm not saying that every player has to be bought really early on, but you just kind of got the feeling that this one was going to be. You just got the feeling that this one was going to be done quickly, nice and early. But we'll see. In other Spurs news, let me bring up some other Spurs news, courtesy of the Spurs Express, just so we can all have a look and see what's going on. And then I will get to all the comments. Everyone knows I will, so please bear with me on that front. Present, share screen. Right, let's have a look at the Spurs Express. So what have the Spurs Express said? Can you all see that? Yes, you can. So if we have a look here, you can see Papamat Sarr was assessed at Hotspur Way and he's passed fit. So that's great news on that front. That's quite funny. 1 hour ago, they were just confirming the Fabrizio Romano news. Look, Levy negotiating another bargain. News here from David Ornstein that there is expected to be interest in Pierre Højbjerg from clubs in the Premier League as well from abroad. So keep an eye on that one. Let me know what you think. Pierre Højbjerg gonna be the, lots of speculation. Let's move on from that. So I'm just trying to see. There was some news. David Ornstein again said that Tottenham would very gladly allow Eric Dyer to leave on a free transfer this month in order to get his salary off the books, given that he's out of contract next summer and is not part of their plans. So you've got that. You've got that going on as well. So that's Højbjerg. So that's Lloris gone. Højbjerg, Dyer. You've got Serge Reguilon and Ndombele. What's going on with those guys? I want to see if they brought up... they haven't, but there was a post that went around yesterday. I'll read it out. I'm going to read it out, okay? And this is what... Sorry, bear with me. There's so much Tottenham news. It's unreal. This is what... hang on. Henry, if you're watching, Henry sent me a voice note. I don't know what he said. Hang on.
I should be around tomorrow to do a stream on your channel. Sorry.
I'll have to listen to that. Henry, if you're watching, let me know. I can't listen to the full thing at the moment, but I will get back to you, bro. What was I going to say? Yes, so this is what came out yesterday from Drăgușin's agent, apparently. Now, you never know what's true, do you? You never know what's true. But apparently, Radu Drăgușin's agent, after all the talk from Ornstein and Romano and Damasio saying that a deal was closed and that personal terms were agreed, said Radu doesn't think about money, but about prospects for growth and the team he can play for. We were contacted by Saudi pro clubs, but he didn't even want to listen to their proposals. I have not been contacted by Napoli, Roma or Milan. In any case, Radu is not thinking about leaving Genoa mid-season. Let me repeat that bit. Radu is not thinking about leaving Genoa mid-season. it would be like leaving some unfinished business for him. I have had contact with clubs in the Premier League, including Tottenham and others. But at this moment, he does not want to leave. If Genoa talk to someone and reach an agreement, we will listen to their proposal. I don't know exactly what ideas the club has and what formula they would eventually consider for this sale. I mean, I don't know what to make of any of that. I'm putting that out there. I'll let you guys dig through that in the chat while I get to some comments. I'm so far behind. But how crazy is that? Yes, personal terms are agreed. No, he doesn't want to leave. He wouldn't leave mid-season. They've had contacts with other clubs. I don't know what's going on. Only Spurs could be involved in this type of saga, couldn't we? Video completed said, hi, Savva. I hope we've had that one. Sorry, I've had that one. Big up, Bill, channel member. Good man. Said, big up, Savva. Be tough to get Drăgușin over the line now, thanks to the £1 pay rise Sarah's just received. Jesus Christ. AF in also said we saved more than enough on Big Vic, VDV and Madison to pay a bit over for a centre-back. I mean, AF in Oz, we're talking about 30 million euros. It's not like anyone's asking us to go and sign, like when Liverpool got Virgil van Dijk at what, 75, 80 million. This is 30 million euros. This is nothing. We're one of the richest clubs in world football. I don't know. You know what I know? Whatever happens at Tottenham, Lang can be there, Paratici can be there, Scott Munn can be there. Daniel Levy pulls the strings, people. Daniel Levy is the puppet master. Nothing's going to change. I'm not saying we won't get a deal done, but it won't be done like we thought it would. Morning, Savva. There really is no excuse to not get the deal over the line before the United game. Oh, God, I hope so. It's 11 days away. I just don't know what they could possibly be negotiating for that long. Video complete, Sofiane. Says, Savva, do you think we should go for Ivan Toney? No, I mean, we're never going to go for Ivan Toney. I mean, this guy's going to cost like 90 to 100 million. Look at Daniel Levy haggling over 30 million euros, and we think he's going to go and bid £100 million for a striker. Not on your Nelly. Not on your Nelly. Mikal, big up, bro. Hope you're well. Has said this might be controversial, but considering Drăgușin won't play against Burnley, even if we bring him today, I don't mind us testing waters until the end of the week. Just make sure he's there. I don't think it's controversial. I just think it's what we do. It's what we do all the time, Mikal, you know. I think people would like to see that, hey, this is Postecoglou's target. Go and get him. You know, it's not like Postecoglou saying, oh, you've got to go and get me. You know, you've got to go. I mean, who are the top centre-halves in world football anymore? It's not like he's saying, oh, you've got to go and get me Matthias de Ligt, Alaba, Rudiger. Is he? He's after a 21-year-old Romanian kid from Italy, from the bottom half of the table in Italy, you know. Hey, it is what it is. Took Arsenal 4 to 5 days to get Kiwior. Stay patient, lads. Do you know what I love about being a Spurs fan? I do believe that through all of our tough times, through all of this, we do bond and have a laugh together, right? Because it's the Tottenham way. By the way, talking about having a laugh, let's have a laugh. 80 likes, 233 of you in here. Smash that button, people. And come on, let's get a few more subscribers today. Thank you to everyone that subscribed yesterday. Look, we did manage to fly up to 12,172. Let's get to 12,200 tonight. The link is in the chat. And by the way, today, I've got a video coming out for you. The 5 p.m. transfer show is going to be moved. It might be moved to 8 p.m. tonight. It might be moved to 8 p.m. tonight because I've got, I'm on the football terrace for straight facts with me and Terry, or Terry and I, should I say, for better grammar, at 3:30. So I don't think I want to do 3:30 till 5, then 5 to 6:30. It's a long old stint. Chris Sperrin has said the difference between what they want and what we're offering apparently is £6 million. Absolute joke. Just to reiterate, we have Emerson Royal as a centre-back. And this is the thing for me. I think this is the key thing. Get it done. A user says people forget to realise no matter how many scouts, directors, consultants we have, Levy is, there we go, what I just said, right? Levy is always pulling the final string, of course. Lucas said personal terms agreed. Now pay the money, Levy. It's only 30 million. But it's only 30 million euros, by the way. I don't know about the Kane money thing is a bit of a myth because we spent a lot of money in the summer. Don't forget that. Musing and football fans. So we got Savva. If this does go through today, remember it's the 3rd of January. Levy usually leaves it till the 31st most years. Yeah, absolutely. I just want to get a player in, give him as much chance as possible to train with the team for the next 10 days, right? Lee B. Right, let's get this clear, everybody. There is no such thing as Kane money. The money that Spurs would have recuperated from Harry Kane was previously spent on Van der Ven, Maddison and Vicario. I don't think people... Does anyone truly believe we spent all that money on them, then we were going to spend the Harry Kane money as well? I just don't think that is realistic. Of course, yeah, Sanchez is terrible. Sanchez, mate, he couldn't defend for his life. Yeah. Alpesh, big up, says, Savva, where's the Kane money? Kane money. Ash 7 said, yeah, Napoli have gone for Vitic now. Yeah, I don't know a lot about him, but I've heard he's decent. Do you know a lot about him, Ash? Philly, channel member, big up to you, bro. Philly, tell these people to like and subscribe. Let's grow this channel together. We're all in it together. So big up Savva and the magnificent chat. Levy would give Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off a run for his money. Oh, I love Ferris Bueller's Day Off. What a great film that is. Ash has said, I've seen so many fans saying they regret Sanchez. I'd rather play with 10 men. Me too. I think what we do, though, Ash, I said this all day yesterday. We do this a lot with players we've currently got. We overhype them because we haven't got better. And then when we've let bad players go, we start going, oh, should we have let them go? Yes. Yes, we should let them go. Just because we've not replaced adequately doesn't mean that we want bad players at the club, does it? But big up to you. John Kramer fan has said a centre-back, centre-mid and forward before the Man U game are a must. Ange better be banging on Levy's door. I can assure you that all 3 of those will not be done in the next 11 days. I can assure you of that. Spurs are currently in day 5 of conversations over a centre-back that's 30 million euros. There is no chance we go and get 3 players in the next 11 days. Tell me I'm negative, whatever you want. Alan, we all supported Spurs. We know this. City getting Kimmich. I keep hearing this, but I've not seen anything. Like, I'm seeing it written in chats, but I've not seen any links. Anyone? Can anyone put their finger on it? By the way, Benfica have just signed Marcos Leonardo from Santos in Brazil for 18 million. I mean, I've never seen a bloke play. You can almost guarantee Benfica will get him. He'll score loads of goals for 2 years, and they'll then sell him for like 90 million pounds. They do so well, don't they? The likes of Sporting and Benfica and Porto. They really do well. Robert said it's all talk. It's a done deal. Well, it's not a done deal because he's not signed yet. If it's a true done deal, it'll be done. Levy has to stop the BS and pay the price. Liston, good morning, Liston Hines. Yeah, look at you with your channel membership after last night. Said, morning. Levy and his principles probably doesn't allow him to pay anything close to the asking price. Probably some kind of OCD disorder regarding money transactions. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. He's crap. I don't know. This could be about anyone. Could be about me. I don't know. But who are we saying is crap? John Kramer fan said he'd take a punt on Timo Werner. I think he'd cook in Ange's system. I actually think he'd do better in our system than he was at Chelsea. I just don't see this being a deal that Tottenham are going to entertain in any way, shape or form. Absolutely absolutely, Luke. Let's get these likes coming. There is 304 of you in here and 104 likes. Come on, guys. Let me just let you know how this works. As a YouTuber, I don't ask for money. Yeah, I don't ask for super chats. I don't ask for anyone to become a member unless they want to. What I do ask for is likes because they're my lifeline. The likes keep the show lights on, so to speak. They keep it circling around YouTube so more people can come and watch. But thank you very much. Daniel said, Jadon Sancho going back to Dortmund doesn't make sense to me. If he wants to have a Premier League career, should go somewhere like Palace. I can't imagine anyone would go to Palace over Borussia Dortmund. Daniel, I don't think what you said there is quite true. Why would you not go to Borussia Dortmund? Sorry. Here you go. Billa said I'd take Marlon based off his efforts in my FIFA under 21 Ultimate Team efforts. Brilliant. Yeah, let's just buy people buy computer games. Yeah. I'll tell you what, once, years and years ago, I was playing Football Manager and I had to play Ben Davies and Eric Dyer at centre after Spurs and I won the league. So on that basis, we should get Big Eric back into the team. Philly said, I was told Van der Ven soon, and then that took 5 weeks to get over the line. Do you remember that? Oh my God, it was like, this deal is done very soon. They're 3 million apart. And it was like, it's stalled. Why is it stalled? Tottenham. Never change Tottenham. Get the fraud. Arteta out my club and said, if Levy is so stubborn on a cheap price, imagine it with a world-class price. This is the problem. If we've got these delusions of winning titles under this ownership, then we've got to see a difference. We've got to see a difference in the way they work. I'm not saying winning titles now, but you know what I mean. Big up, absolutely. Paul 71, Sigma 7, I hope you're good. We will not sign anyone. We will, Paul. We will sign people. And they call me negative. Come on, Paul. We're going to sign people. I've got no doubt we will get Drăgușin unless Levy messes it up massively. Ash has said, agent is just trying to move it along quicker in my views. Fab won't be wrong that it's close. Yeah, I agree. I do agree with you. I just find it funny that the agents come out and said all that. And it's like, huh? What? What's going on? Big up, Daniel Harris. How you doing, bro? So I haven't read the news, but assuming there's a complication. Just the news this morning from Fabrizio Romano, Daniel, is that we are 7 million euros apart. We've offered 23 million euros. They want 30 million euros. Daniel, honestly, mate, go back to bed. Wake up next week. We'll be 3 million apart. It's all right, mate. It's the Daniel Levy. It's the Daniel Levy show. Philly has said, so if Radu Drăgușin's agent is saying his client doesn't want to move mid-season, Spurs should stop wasting time and move on. Philly, I've got a feeling this is all BS. I can't see in any way that Radu Drăgușin turns around and says, I'm staying at Genoa when a team that are looking like they could qualify for Champions League in the Premier League are coming in for him. That's just me. I'm not belittling Serie A, but Genoa are not one of the big boys in that league, are they? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Robert said it's all talk, Savva. They're trying to squeeze more money out of Levy. It's a done deal. If it's you keep saying it's a done deal, why haven't we got a here we go? It could be a done deal later, but as of this second, as of 10:31 on the 3rd of January 2024, it's not a deal. Ash has said, no, he's responding to him. Video complete. Sofian said, AC Milan have less money than us and get better deals. There are so many good deals to be had. Like Inter Milan getting Buchanan for 7 million euros. Great deal. By the way, there's the link. For anyone that hasn't, please do subscribe. If you haven't subscribed and you think, oh, I'm not sure, let me know what I can do. We'll change it up and hopefully we'll get you to subscribe. Morning and big up, Savva. People, please like and sub. It's free and easy. Thank you very much. Yes, it is free and easy. Let's be fair. We should be on 150 likes by now, nearly 137. But there are 312 of you in here. Kuss Wolf has said, you know, guys, that Barca has made a bid for 30 million euros today for Drăgușin. Based on what? When people come in the chat and say these things, do me a favor. When people come in and say, you know, like this, can you please tell me who said it? Like Damasio or Matt Law or whoever it is for Romano, so we can go and have a look at their Twitter page. Because otherwise, it's just talk, isn't it? Daniel said Porro deal all over again. I love it. I don't think it is, but I love that we've all got such, we've all got such horrific memories of Daniel Levy in transfer windows that our minds go from, well, it's the 3rd of January today. We'll have to wait another 28 days. I love it. Oh, Tottenham. Philly said big clubs just go bang. The deal is done. So their manager has time to work with the new players. Look how quick Villa wrapped up the Diaby deal. 8 days, I believe. I don't even think it was that. But yeah, I hear you. And that was a bigger deal to get done. Loves music. So we still have the 50 million from Enoch to draw down on. We do, but I think that when they made that statement, they never said that the money was for transfers. And I think that's what a lot of people were bargaining on, right? That it was for transfers only. It was for all football operations. So we don't even know if that exists, right? We don't know. Mazza said, Levy is so tight. I bet he uses both sides of the toilet paper. Superb. Superb analogy, not a nice thought that I've now got in my head of Daniel Levy on the toilet. Brilliant. Courtney Gauger said, Levy will F this up and we'll get the ump. Yeah, sorry, ump. Why have I said it? Because you've got Cockney Geezer written. I didn't say the word hump properly. I went ump. Oh dear, what's the brain doing? Daniel Harris has said Kane money was pre-spent on Porro and Kulu months before. Levy knew Kane was going this time last year. Daniel, I agree. Daniel, I don't know if you remember, but during the summer transfer window, when people were going, Kane don't want to leave. Levy's not going to let him go, and it was like, are we for real here? Of course he wants to go. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. I've got as I said, started a new health kick yesterday, so I've got a set routine of when I eat and what I drink. Bill said, remember when Sanchez went for a tackle and lands on his face? Man City? Well, I've got a feeling that was Man City away. Didn't he just kind of face plant? Brilliant. Never change, Tottenham. Philly has said fans need to understand how Spurs work. The Kane money was spent like the Bale money in advance. Of course. I think people thought that Levy had given him a transfer budget to spend on Vicario, Van der Ven and Maddison, and then said, oh, hang on, the Kane money, we'll spend all of that as well. Daniel Levy's never going to spend 150 million of his own money in a transfer window. Let's not think that. We're the only club that can only do one deal at a time. I'm hoping that these are all little anecdotes and this afternoon we get the deal done. But Jamie Allen has said, if Spurs are a mid-table team this season, do you think fans will be demanding transfers in Jan? Yes, I think we demand the transfers every window, wherever we are in the league. Yes. Oh, by the way, they're just showing fewest league games in charge of Birmingham. Redknapp at 11, Rooney 15, Macari 18, Zola 22, and Cottrell 24. Doesn't say a lot for Birmingham, does it, that? Good morning, Dazza. Hope you're well. Good morning. Smash the like button. We're on 150. Let's get to 200. There's 337 of you in here as of this second. And please do subscribe if you haven't already. Got a lot of content coming up for you for the whole of the year, but definitely for January. I'm going to be here with all the news. I'm just quickly checking if Romano's tweeted anything. He hasn't. Let's see if David Ornstein has tweeted anything. These are the two that I trust the most, which is why I go to them, by the way. No, just news about Sancho. Let's see if the Spurs Express have taken something from anywhere. Big up to the Spurs Express as well. No, the last news on Spurs was Papa Matasar being past fit to go to the African Cup of Nations. So that's good to see after the emotional state he was in, should we say, when he came off injured. Side note, can people please stop saying cook? It's so cringe. Oh, Paratici's cooking, Daniel. Paratici is cooking. Big up, by the way, big up to Ricky Campbell, who has just gifted 5 Football Heritage TV memberships. Ricky, that is very, very, very generous of you. Thank you very much. Let's have a look who they've gone to. And please, people, say thank you. It's gone to Daniel Harris, Lee B, Daryl Denton, Recency Bias, and Ratters. So that's Ratters, Recency Bias, Daryl Denton, Lee B, and Daniel Harris have all just been gifted a Football Heritage TV membership. Now, what that means is you get the membership. I believe that it means that Ricky has paid for it for this month. And then next month, if you want to continue it on, it gives you the option to continue. You don't have to, of course. So Ricky, very, very kind. By the way, when memberships are given out by people, it is random. Ricky wouldn't have had a choice of who he gives it to. It is generated by YouTube. So Ricky, thank you very much. That is very much appreciated. Jerome, very generous as well. Thank you very much. I said, I swear Chelsea buy players based on other clubs' recruitment. They are suddenly after Todibo now. To be fair, they've been after Todibo for a while, Jerome. But yes, I mean, Chelsea's recruitment, you just never know, do you? Seems a little bit all over the place. Although, I will say this, I think they've done better recruitment than people think. I think it will just show in the longer term. I think everyone going, oh, $1 billion wasted. I think there's some good footballers in there. I think people like Mali Gusto's a very good footballer. I think Caicedo's a good signing. I think Badashile will come good when he's fully fit. Cole Palmer's an excellent signing. I think Nkunku's an excellent signing. So, but yes, big up Jerome. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate that. All right, where are we? I'm trying to get to everyone's comments. I do apologize if I can't get to everyone's. But there are quite a lot. Barca has made a bid of 30 million euros to stay for Drăgușin. Napoli has made a new bid also for Drăgușin. Okay, you've done it again, though. Who is saying this? Let us know who has said this so that we can actually go and have a look at the report. That would be really, really good. Daniel has said 7 million euros. Levy's haircut costs more than that. Interesting. Daniel Levy and his little haircut. Can you imagine his haircut? Just a beard trim. It's just dumb. 7 million euros, please, Daniel. A guy has said most clubs don't sign that many in Jan. True. This won't be that much different. True. We may get a centre back and a centre mid if we're lucky. True. Guy, I've got you free for free on that on that comment. Absolutely free for free. I think when people were saying, oh, maybe Daniel Levy's going to sign a left wing or a striker, a centre mid, a centre back, I just can't see it. Unless they're frees or loans, I can't see it. Daryl, big up to you, my friend. He said another window. Spurs will learn from their mistakes. This is a new era. Things I hear, yet some things stay the same. Are we seeing anything different? Interesting. I don't think so. And look out for my video at 2 p.m, Daryl. I'll let you know what it's called now. Go and watch it. It's called Is Levy Doing Levy Things? I'm telling you, right? It is called that. I'll show you. Look, just so you know, I'm not making it up, right? This is ready to go. This is because obviously you have to plan these things. There you go. Look, there's today's video. Is Levy doing Levy things, or is patience needed? Daniel Levy, there you go. Look at that haircut. Look at that haircut he's got going on there. I look very serious here, don't I? I look very serious. Oh, dear. So Daniel Levy doing Daniel Levy things. Big up, Big Daniel. Big up, Big Daniel Levy. Moldy Pickle is in the house. I love that picture. Said, anyone remember when the Porro deal was done, then collapsed 2 days before deadline day? Then we got all the reports saying Levy is flying out personally to get the deal done. Don't forget, in and amongst that couple of days, Moldy Pickle, we actually had to terminate the contract of Matt Doherty to allow us to have room to sign him. I love transfer windows. They're the most frustrating but brilliant thing ever. They give us so much fun to talk about. And we've got to take it for what it is, right? I think we do get all a bit serious about football. We've got to take it with a pinch of salt. Good morning, Futures Bright, Futures Lily White. Good morning to you as well. Ash has said, Kimmich to City, Drăgușin to Barca. Where do people read this stuff? I mean, I could believe both of those things, Ash, if I saw some links or something. Do you know what I mean? But I've not seen anyone say this. Kimmich to City, it makes sense. I just haven't seen it. I would sell him. I would sell him. He's got a year and a half left on his contract. I would sell him. I do believe, though, that if he goes out on loan, that he will definitely leave this summer. I think his race is run. Bill has said, Romero's the best defender in the world. Argentinian teammate and best friend. Oh, dearie me. Daniel Harris said, after Willian and Diaz, there's not such things as a done deal with Spurs unless they've got the shirt in their hands. Even then, you get the feeling we could be gazumped. But absolutely. Ren saying PTSD, Levy transfers. Yeah, it is, isn't it? We all need to go and see a little counsellor to get over the transfer windows of past. It's like the ghost of Christmas past is Daniel Levy, isn't it? Thought we were meant to use both sides of the bog roll. Oh, wonderful. Recency bias has said, I think Levy will probably wait until a couple of days before the United game to sign Drăgușin. Wouldn't surprise me. Philly has said, big up Ash and Savva. Genoa, a mid-table to bottom half team of Serie A. Hopefully, his agent's words will get Spurs to just pay the asking price. Oh, his agent doesn't know Daniel Levy very well, does he? It was Man City. Yeah, I think we lost 3-0. Yeah, I seem to remember. Didn't someone twist him inside out and he just face planted onto the grass? John Kramer fan said, hopefully I see a Bentancur, Celso and Kulu midfield Friday night. They were excellent the 30 minutes they played together against Villa. They were. My worry is Bentancur's fitness, but we can talk about that a bit later. But I don't disagree with you. I think Friday, I don't think we've got a lot of choice. The reason why I don't think you will see this midfield, though, John, is if those three play there, are we saying then that it's going to be Johnson, Richarlison, Hill? So Hill, Richarlison, Johnson, must be the three, right? If this is the midfield three. I think you'll see Højbjerg play or Skip. If I'm brutally honest, I think you'll see one of them. Mauler, I said we can spend more. Transfers are mostly done as debt, but we've already spent 150 million euros net this season. That's after Kane money. Is it? How? We've already spent 130 million euros net. So what was it? We spent 40 million on Maddison, 45 million on 40 million on Maddison, 45 million on Van der Ven. That's 85 million. We spent, just over 15 million on Vicari. That's 100 million. 47 million on 47 million on Brennan Johnson. That's just under 150, right? And then 25 on Kudus, 175. We sold, who did we sell? We sold Sanchez for 12 million. Harry Kane for 100 million. Where do you get the 130 million net? I'm not saying you're wrong. I just can't work that out myself off the top of my head. Let me know. And big up once again, Ricky. Big up once again. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. Thank Ricky. Big up, Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. Big up, Ricky. Daryl, big up, man. Legend said I'll throw some back soon. Big up, legend. Where are we? I'm the only one that have heard that Barcelona are going to bid for Radu. Listen, I just want to know where we've seen this. I'm not saying it's not been said. I'll tell you what, let's do this. All right, I'm just going to Google, people. Just going to Google Barcelona Radu Drăgușin. Let's see what comes up. Let's see whether you guys have seen it. I've got 4 days ago something that says the Tottenham surpassed to a Barca that no Titan. That makes no sense. Barcelona, One Football have said Barcelona are keeping tabs on the Serie A youngster. I've seen all of the reports are from 6 days ago. Barcelona prepared to pay 30 million euros for Drăgușin. That was 6 days ago from the hardtackle.com. There's no source of any real note here. There's nothing really that makes me think, that's credible. But I'm not saying it can't happen. I love that term. I love that term, Chris. Or I like the term, can the striker put the biscuit in the basket? I like that one. That's another one. Hang on, let's see. I think there's been some news from Romano. I didn't say it was Spurs news, but there has been some news. Let's see what he's said. Romano, official confirmed AC Milan bring Matteo Gabbia back to the club from Villarreal, where he was on loan. So that's what's happened this morning. And yeah, there's a big story on why Jadon Sancho is turned down Juventus, apparently, to go back to Borussia Dortmund. Daniel has said Chelsea don't even do their own medicals. They let other teams do them and then sign a player. Never change, Chelsea. Never change. That's my new saying this year. Never change. By the way, big up to everybody. Keep smashing that like button, shall we? We're on 169 likes. There's 369 of you in here. That's 200 people that have not pressed the like button. Please, can we get that to 250 right now? Just smash that button really, really quickly. And thank you for everyone that has subscribed. Let's get this. Look, let's get this, shall we? Let's get that to 12,200 in this show. Let's get another 14 subscribers in the next hour, shall we? Let's do it. And you know what I love about doing these shows every day, twice a day? There's so much news. There's always something to talk about. Let me know if you think there's too many, though, because obviously I'm doing one in the evening and one in the evening. One in the morning, one in the evening. Let me know if it's too many. But there will be one tonight at 8 o'clock. Will be the transfer roundup show. And the reason that we'll be doing it at 8 p.m. First of all, there's no live games tonight. And second of all, I have got straight facts with the Football Terrace at 3:30. So come and join me there. I could do with some support in that chat, if I'm honest. The amount of abuse I get from rival fans is mental. If we ever have our full midfield back, Bentancur, Sarr, Madders, where do you play Kulu? Left wing, because you can take Brennan off the right. For me, I don't think Kulu would get in the team. For me, I don't think that's the best midfield. I think Basuma is. I think it's Bentancur, Basuma, and Madders. And then I think that it will be Son, Richarlison, and Brennan Johnson. I don't know. But thankfully, football isn't a game of 11, and there's enough games for all of them to play. I'm trying to catch up. I really am. On a further side note, can we add the whole "let me land" line to this list of cringe? Let me land. Oh, mud. Mud's the worst, Bryce. Mud is the worst. I hate that. Somebody makes a prediction they get wrong. You're in the mud. Sorry. Show me any pundit. Show me any football fan that's got 100% predictions and things right. Doesn't mean everyone's in the mud. It's so childish. Robert, yeah, they have. They've made some good signings. Again, what it is with Chelsea, people look very much short term. They've spent $1 billion. Oh my God, you're not winning the league. Oh my God. I think they're a good team that are going to get better. I do. I think they're a decent team that struggle in front of goal. But I think that with Nkunku back, I think they'll dip into the market. If they had another centre-half in there, they could be a very good team. There you go. Lee B, a tier 1 source, that said Spurs have made the 90 million bid for Tony. Can you imagine Daniel Levy? I don't know whether it's done by email or fax or phone call, whatever they do. Can you imagine Daniel Levy sending that email that says, I can confirm 90 million bid? I think he'd have a heart attack. I truly believe he would faint there and then. Guy has said been a few reports about Hwang Hee-chan from Wolves being on our radar. What a pairing that'd be with Son. I would love Hwang Hee-chan, but he has just signed a new 4 or 5 year deal, I think, with Wolves. I can only imagine how much they would charge for him. And again, I'll always bring this back. Daniel Levy doesn't even want to spend. Doesn't even want to spend 30 million euros. Can you imagine him paying 90 million pounds for a player? Just can't see it. Video Completer said Levy is doing what Bayern did to us for Harry Kane. He will increase his offer soon. I don't doubt it. It just feels like we just played a game for ages and ages and ages. Lewis said, morning, Savva. Good morning to you. So Alex Ferguson said having hip replacement surgery was less painful than dealing with Daniel Levy in the transfer window. I don't doubt that in any way, shape or form. Jessica, I think I've not seen anywhere that the deal is off. It's just that we're far apart in valuation. Where have you seen that it's off? Gamecock Anna said, if Daniel now gets a here we go on Bastoni. Yeah, he's never. This is what cracked me up, right? Was it like, no, sorry, not this summer, just gone, the summer before. I remember everyone going, oh my God, things are changing. We're signing Bastoni. I thought, who on earth thought we were going to sign Bastoni? There were people going, just get it done. Bastoni was like 80 million and didn't want to come. We thought that Daniel Levy was going to get that deal over the line. Absolute madness, I tell you. Madness, I tell you. We finished this now. I love that. I said, does Levy not realise that there is value to Drăgușin training and playing immediately? Could mean the difference between a win or not at Old Toilet, which could mean a title or not. I mean, it's a big leap there to say that this is the difference between a title or not, but I get your sentiment. Yeah, I get it. Get them in as quickly as possible. Get them in. Video Completer said, I can do this deal in 1 minute. Spurs offer is 23. Genoa want 30. Okay, let's meet in the middle and settle for 27 million. You'd like to think that we could do that, wouldn't you? You would like to think that. I don't know how much Daniel Levy works in that structure. Mazza has said, I bet Levy's kids are about 9 years old before they realised the gas meter wasn't a money box. Speak up, Ricky. Oh, man. Absolutely brilliant. Moldy Pickler said, Football Italia have stated that talks have begun between Højbjerg and Napoli, though he is their third choice. It's going to be an interesting window. I do think he could very well go. John Kramer said, that would be my front three. I don't rate Hill, but I get the same dread when Højbjerg, Skip are on as the dread United fan get when McTominay is on. Do you know what, though? United fans can dread McTominay playing. He scores a lot of goals for them. You know, when we're talking about Højbjerg and Skip, these people never ever chip in for us. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Genoa reject Napoli's offer for Drăgușin. Where are we seeing this? Where are people seeing this? Let me know. You know the meme with the music? Oh, no. Yes, that's Davison said. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Daniel Harris has said, imagine Levy on Dragon's Den. I want 99% of the business and I'll give you a quarter of the cash you want. No, I'm out. Give me your best line about Daniel Levy. I want anecdotes like this. Anecdotes like this. Give me your best Daniel Levy lines. Good morning, Severin Chat. Good morning to you, Sesses, Gammy, Hammy. I've never known a bloke go out with a small injury and be out for nearly a year, like Ryan Sessegnon. THSC Kai, big up to you, has said this Drăgușin deal has me like sleeping. Spursy, yeah, you know what it's like. And then once we finish the Drăgușin deal, we'll move on to the next player we want and we can play this game all over again. It's really, really good fun. Dr. Tottenham said, I think 130 million net is also including the Kulu and Porro deals we decided to pay off. Okay, so it's all a bit skewed from previous windows, right? Okay. Yes, yeah. So we sold Winks as well, right? We sold Winks, we sold Sanchez, we sold Kane. So we made some money back. Daniel Levy's never just going to go, oh, there's 130 million. You know, he makes his money back, that does the boy. Ash, absolutely. This is the key thing, right? Love Romano, hate Romano, feeling different about Romano. It doesn't matter. If Barcelona had bid for Drăgușin, we would know. Barcelona have no money. There is that. They always find a way, though, don't they? Them and Madrid always find a way. Always find a way. By the way Daniel Levy acts is as though we've got no money as well. By the way, come on. We are 10 away from 12,200. 10 subscribers away. I'm putting the link in the chat. Please do. And a few people have asked about channel membership. Let me know. And I can put that in the chat for you. Fabrizio Romano. Oh, hang on. Marseille have asked to loan someone. Let's see who that is. Just to keep you up to date with all the transfers across the world. Olympic Marseille have sent a formal loan proposal to Inter Milan to sign Lucien Agome. Loan deal includes buy option. And Seville have also got a bid on the table. I don't know a lot about him. Does anyone know a lot about Lucien Agome? Looks young. Don't know him. Somebody in the chat will know him more than I would. Let me know. Ron says Savva would like Drăgușin because of his hair. Great. He's got a great haircut. He looks like a right lad, doesn't he, old Drăgușin? Where are we? Real Madrid want Dyer and Ndombele and Sessegnon. Yeah, they can have them. They can have them all for free. They can have them all. How Ryan Sessegnon has lasted 5 years at this football club is embarrassing. And Ndombele, and Dyer's lasted 10. Between those three players, they've managed 20 seasons between them. Let that sink in. Savva, if we want Drăgușin, we might as well keep. Dyer. How are we buying players from Genoa? Not good enough. SJ, just because he plays for Genoa doesn't mean he's not good enough. I heard all of this about Mickey van der Ven for people that hadn't seen him play and said, oh, Mickey van der Ven. I saw people doing videos on Mickey van der Ven going right detailed on why he's not good enough. I'm seeing people do it with Drăgușin now. His passing. He's got good passing. I think people need to watch more rather than just looking at clips. I want Drăgușin before Burnley. I can assure you right now, Drăgușin will not be in the Tottenham 11 to play Burnley on Friday night. I mean, how many hours away are we? What are we, 60 hours away? No, not even that. What are we, 57 hours away from playing Burnley in the FA Cup? Hennessy said, your dedications to the streams are crazy, brother. Don't know how you do it when you're not full time. Yeah, neither does my wife. But it is what it is. Hennessy has said, is there a chance of sometimes you showing us a schedule of where you're going to be when you say I'm on with someone later? It would be nice if we knew where so we can follow. Here we go for today then. 1:30 p.m. I might have absolutely lied to you there. Let me just double check. Where are we? Yeah, where's Judge Mo? 1:30 p.m. today, I'm on with Judge Mo and Kunle on Judge Mo's channel. And then 3:30 p.m. today, I'm on Football Terrace, myself and Terry Flewers on Straight Facts. So 1:30 with Judge Mo, 3:30 with Terry Flewers, and 2 p.m. today, there'll be a video coming out. 2 p.m. today, there'll be a video coming out. I'll be live at that time, but I would have already pre-recorded it, by the way. I get a load of people when they're watching my videos going, how are you typing and talking? And I'm like, no, this is recorded, right? when YouTubers put out videos, they're recorded most of the time, all right? You just record for 10 minutes, whack it out, set it at a time, all right? So, for example, the video I'm about to do about Levy will be recorded when I stop this. And that's where you get the energy from. It's like, right, keep going, keep rolling the camera. And then you just edit. Yes, I didn't even need to read all of the rest. I didn't even see the bit at first about the 10 or the wing. Yes, I would take Julian Brandt, proper footballer. Proper footballer. Here you go, breaking news. More injury woes for Spurs. The club has confirmed Daniel Levy's wallet is injured. Expected return date sometime in early February. Love that. Absolutely love that. Yeah, good old Spurs. Go on. You've got to love the jokes. Thank you for the 1 subscriber. We are 9 away from the 12,200. Chris Sperrin has said, mate, when we meet up, I'm going to say you need to finish your dinner, Sav. Can't wait to talk about Sir Ginola. I can't believe there are football fans that try and tell me that there's a single player in our team now as good as this guy. Frustrates me. Or that guy. Where is he? Hang on. Where's my hand going? There. Hang on. I can't do this. There. Teddy Sheringham. Class act. I'd love a Teddy Sheringham in our team right now. Can you imagine his hold-up and link-up play, connecting the dots? Always in the mud, my man. That's why my skin looks so good. Always in the mud. Where are we? What do I think of Chiesa to Spurs? I'd love Chiesa to come to Spurs. Can't see it happening. Again, it's going to be an expensive transfer. Daniel Levy doesn't want to do expensive transfers. He doesn't want to do 30 million euro transfers. Fake news. It's like with Vitor Roque when there was news that we bid 100 million. Do you remember that? It's like Daniel Levy's bid 100 million straight away. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Daniel Harris said, to be fair, I fully understand Levy. I always try to lowball for Pokemon cards on eBay. When they accept, it's a great feeling knowing you've mugged them off. I don't even know where to begin with that comment. I'm just going to move on, Daniel. Sessis Gamihami saying, I was hoping with Scott Munn and Land coming in that Levy would step back. Who are we kidding? Come on. I hear this every time we get a new director of football, new scouts. Levy's not in control anymore. Levy will always be in control. Always. Big up 7_SC. Always appreciate the super chats. I will never ask for them, but always appreciate them. Said, what did the blind man say to the fishmonger? Hello, ladies. Sorry, got that from The Sopranos. Wow. That I'm going to move on from that 7SC. Thank you for the super chat. Wow. I can't believe I've read that out, but big up to you. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. Belgrade Wanderer said, let's imagine a transfer window. Drăgușin, Gallagher, Dybala in, Tanganga, Dyer, Lo Celso out. That is a great window. Never going to happen. That would be a superb window, but never going to happen, I'm afraid. Jessica said, I think, if PEH goes, I think we will have a centre mid come in, sell PEH for 20 million, bring in O'Reilly for 20. I would love Matt O'Reilly. I say it every day. I'd love Matt O'Reilly, a really good footballer that I would love at Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, absolutely. Liston Hines said, United fans' opinions on McTominay is that the only thing he does in games is score the occasional goal. He often has the least amount of touches of any player on a pitch. Yeah, listen. By the way, I'm not sitting here raving about McTominay at all. I just think I would rather him than Højbjerg and Skip. At least he does grab you some goals. That was my point. But hey, what do I know? Ross McKenzie. So Daniel Levy shaved his hair off to save on shampoo. I've got no doubt about it. Random YouTube commentator said, we're the most profitable football club in the world. Can't spend 7 million to finalise a deal. This is where the frustration from fans starts to creep in. However, fear not, people. I do feel that we may get this deal over the line in the next couple of days. I really do feel that we might. Let me quickly go to some comments questions I missed from earlier. Aidan has said, can't stand his agent, but I do believe he'll come. How many days do you think this will drag out for? I want to say that I think they'll get this done by Friday, so that the news can be announced, so that he can be at the ground. I've just got this feeling he might be at the ground to be announced before the game. That's my prediction. Could be wildly wrong and be in the proverbial mud, but that's my prediction, Aidan. And It's Grow has said, do you think this transfer window was massively overhyped? I know it's early, but all the build-up speculation made it seem like we'd have signed 2 players from the opening days. Listen, I think it's the same for any transfer window, right? I think we do all our own overhyping, don't we? We do all our own overhyping where we go, oh my God, things have changed, it's different, and Postecoglou will change this, and he did this at Celtic, and this is going to change, and Lang's here now, and, you know, I just think we get a little bit too carried away every window. But hey, that's just me. Savva, mate, would you take Lloyd Kelly? I don't really want Lloyd Kelly for me. If you bring in another one as well, I don't think he can be the other one. I think he can be one of 2. But for me, I think you need better. That's just for me. Look, we can't have fans in the fan base talking about wanting to win titles and then championing signing players like Lloyd Kelly. I'm sorry. Where are we? Daniel Harris said, leave you on The Apprentice. I'm giving you an investment of 1 packet of Quavers and 3 cotton buds. Your task is to build me a 1 billion point real estate business. Go. Yeah, I'd love to see Daniel Levy on The Apprentice. I think that would be a wonderful Christmas special, wouldn't it? Hang on. So apparently as well, some breaking news in the world of football today, that Nottingham Forest could face a points deduction if it is deemed the club have breached the Premier League's FFP rules. So there's some news coming out of there that Nottingham Forest apparently are being looked into for breach of FFP rules. So keep an eye on that one. Yeah, absolutely. And absolutely, Ash. This is why other people need to stop belittling football clubs. Yeah, when he came through in Empoli, he played for Empoli, and I remember everyone giving him so much stick in the summer. Oh, this is a cheap signing. Remember all the people, watch the videos, Ash. He can't catch. Absolutely again, yeah. Taco said, I have fear of a Drăgușin, a Romero partnership. I think for me, Van der Ven's got to play with one of them, if I'm honest. I think Van der Ven's got to play with one of them for that pace and for that cool calmness on the ball. But I do hear you. Big up, Red Dan. How you doing, bro? Hope you're well. Mike Matteo said, SJ, what do you know about football? Anyone that had Italian schooling, football education tends to be a good footballer. I tell you, the thing that frustrates me about this, Mike, more than anything, is when you look at most of our signings recently, haven't they come from Italy? Let's have a look. Right, here you go. Where are we? Oh, where's it gone? Why can you know when you can never find what you want to find? Okay, why can't I find it? Can't find it. Someone sent me earlier something about the players that come from Italy recently. You think Vicario came from Italy, Bentancur, Kulusevski, Romero, I'm sure a doggy. You know, like, and we're still belittling the league and teams that play in it and players that have come from there. I just find that all a little bit confusing. We are 8 subscribers away now from 12,200. We've been flying the last couple of days. Can we get that button smashed? There it is. There's the link. I've just put it in there. That would be absolutely amazing if anyone would subscribe and help me get to 12,200. There are 215 likes. Let's get that to 300 ASAP. Come on, people. I don't even think it's my thoughts on how he fell off. He's a supremely talented footballer with a terrible attitude and work ethic. It's that simple for me. Chris has said, at what point do we accept signing Alex Scott in the summer for 5 million was a massive mistake. We could all see his quality, but failed to act. See, for me, I want to be bringing in an Alex Scott. I want to be bringing in a player like that can learn and grow, and then you can sell for more money if need be. But hey, it is what it is. We didn't get him. Liston has said, I care so little for Cess that I don't even know what kind of injury he has. I suppose a hamstring injury is a possibility. For me, I don't even see him as a Spurs player, if I'm honest. Big up, Pat Butcher. Straight facts with Terry. Do you know what? It's a good show, but the abuse I take in the chat is absolutely mental. Honestly, it's mental. I get called an alcoholic. I get called a wife beater. I get called a paedophile. It's mad. Hey, Spurs. Remember when I said Van der Ven was a great player? I was right about that one. Same feeling with Drăgușin. He's strong, decent passing, great in the air, and a good defender. Listen, I agree. I think there were a few of us saying Van der Ven's a good player. Loads of people going, oh, who is he? We've never heard of him. I think a lot of people, though, don't watch football outside the Premier League and then just assume that everyone's rubbish if they don't play in it. When the Premier League is made up of all foreign players from other leagues, I've never been able to make it make sense. I will support your Spurs when they play United at the weekend. We've not got United in the cup. We've got Man United next week in the league. We've got Man United away in the league next week. We've already played them at our ground. We've got Burnley in the cup this weekend, my friend. Emerson will own Rashford. Don't. Savva, you're missing a spot for Klinsmann. Yeah, I need to get a few more. I do need to get a few more. There's only so much room you can get into the camera, though, right? Simon, big up to you. I said, morning, Savva. 30 million for Nketiah seems like a deal Tottenham should make. Listen. Eddie Nketiah, how he is on the books at Arsenal is beyond me, if I'm brutally honest, Simon. I don't understand how he's an Arsenal. He's not good enough for you lot. Hennessy said, Daniel Levy, the maestro of prudent spending. I love that. That should be on a T-shirt. The maestro of prudent spending. Mike, yeah, just confirming that points deduction. I would love to sign Morgan Gibbs-White. I think he's a quality footballer. I think he's a brilliant footballer. Give me him over Lo Celso, Kulu, Skip, Højbjerg, Sard. Yeah, good player. Really like him. Video complete said we should have bid for Alex Scott. I think that was absolutely Chris's point. Hollywood Phil said, Levy, I will give you whatever you want as long as it's something I want to give you. Love Actually, US president. Yes, I remember that scene. Yeah, absolutely. Is that Billy Bob Thornton? No. Who plays the president? Anyway. Brandon said, what's your favourite Tottenham game you've ever watched? Oh. Different for different reasons. Obviously, the Ajax game, purely because of the meaning behind it. I mean, we weren't that great, but the meaning behind it. We battered Chelsea 5-1 in a League Cup semi-final. I loved that. I also, two of my favourite games has been the FA Cup final that we won. I mean, I'm going back a few years. I was only 11 or so, 10 or 11. When we beat Nottingham Forest, that game had everything. We beat Chelsea 5-1 in the League Cup semi-final, as I said. And I liked the Chelsea game where we beat them in the League Cup final with the Jonathan Woodgate header. So, yeah, I suppose I could go down the years. Beating Arsenal 3-1 in the FA Cup semi-final was a great day. Just some great days that we've had as Spurs fans. Ash 7 has said, my mate's a Forest fan, Savva. The guy that wrote the story has come out and said that the outlet have twisted the headline, so I would ignore that. Okay, listen, I'm just here reading. I don't know. The Chelsea shouldn't be leaving. Unlike other waiters, he's got a new lease of life. Just needs to stay consistent with his fitness. He's never consistent with his fitness. Apparently he's got one yellow card all season. I think he's got one yellow card all season. But somebody more clever than I will be able to tell you that information. Actually, do you know what? No, somebody as clever as I will be able to tell you. Let's have a look. What's his name? Radu Drăgușin. Let's have a look. Radu Drăgușin, Korea. He's played 18 league games and got one yellow card. He got 3 yellow cards all of last season. 1 yellow card the season before. And 2 yellow cards the season before. So he's had 6 yellow cards in, 38, 58, 63, 73. He's had 6 yellow cards in 78 appearances. I think Romero's had like... When people go, oh, he's a bit like Romero, I feel like they're saying these things without looking, but yes, absolutely. Yeah, apparently there's talks that Van der Ven will be fit for Man United, so keep a plug on that one. Ian MacArthur says Savva being difficult in negotiations generally makes it difficult for you in the future. Subsequently, teams will promote add-ons. Levy has to realise ego is a dirty handle. Listen, I agree with you. It's why I've never liked Daniel Levy for 20-odd years. I'm never going to start liking him now. Missing a spot for Stefan Freund. Stefan Freund. Stefan Freund. Oh, bless him. A lot of Spurs fans didn't want Zaniolo. Look how good he is at Villa now. I think Zaniolo's done a good job. I wouldn't say he's been amazing, but yes, I think he's the sort of player I would love to have on one of our wings. Wait, who are the 2 people that just unsubscribed? You ungrateful gits. Let's get a few more subscribers. Come on. 10 away from 12,200. Where's all the people? Where's all the people willing to show some love and some support? Come on. Let's get 10 more. There's the link. Let's make this happen. Come on, people. Let's do this and smash that like button if you haven't already. Simon has said Arsenal given Nketiah Thierry Henry's number was rock bottom for this club. Yeah, it was worrying when you guys did that, but it is what it is. Italian football has always been synonymous with defending and good goalkeepers. Do you remember Luca Machigani, Gianluca Pagliuca? Yes. I mean, when you add to that Angelo Peruzzi for years there, Toldo, obviously now Buffon. I mean, yeah, they've great goalkeepers that have come out of Italy and defenders. Yeah, their league is always belittled. I don't understand it. Yes, anyone who knows. Whenever Stefan Freund got the ball about 30 yards out, it was shoot. Purely ironical because the guy never scored goals. But listen, Stefan Freund did a job, didn't he? Worked hard, did a job, and was probably right for what we needed at the time. Super Spurs JB has said, am I mad saying this, but we should sell Romero. He's a liability. Don't say that too loudly. They'll come for you, mate. Listen, I think Romero, I give him another 18 months to 2 years. I reckon he'll leave anyway. I reckon he'll go to one of the clubs in Spain. But listen, this is why you've got to keep building a squad so that when these players do leave, you've got players in behind them. I don't think many in here would agree with you about Romero being sold now. I do think that he is a liability, though. He's always injured or suspended. I mean, last season he missed 40% of our games. This season already, I think he's missed 43% of games. Hey, it is what it is. Video complete. Sofiana said England never had an excellent goalkeeper. That's not true. That's not true, Video complete. We've had some really good goalkeepers. People like Chris Woods, David Seaman, Peter Shilton, Gordon Banks. We've had some very good goalkeepers through the years, so I don't think that's quite true. Daniel Cena says, sorry, James Watts, big up for the super chat. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. I said Zubimendi would be great signing at Spurs. I really like Zubimendi. A very, very good footballer, Zubimendi. I would love him in our midfield. Would really like him in our midfield. Yeah, no, listen, I understand. When you're talking, sorry, by the way, sorry, I shouldn't have just glossed over that, James. I really do appreciate that. And yes, Zubimendi, for anyone that's not watched Real Sociedad, everything in midfield goes through Zubimendi. He's a good player. I also like Mikel Merino from there and Kubo. They've got some good players. Lenormand at centre-half is a good player as well. There's a few players from that Real Sociedad team I would take. I think what that Real Sociedad team lacks is an out-and-out goal scorer. I see yesterday, chance after chance, they just don't finish their dinner. I love Peter Schmeichel when I was a child. Yeah, he was a top goalkeeper. Who said David Seaman wasn't a good goalkeeper? Oh, come on, Hennessy. David Seaman was a very good goalkeeper. What are we talking about? Come on. As in, was a good goal carrier, but it made me look sarcastic. As in, he was. Oh, yeah, I was going to say. Oh, yes, sorry. I see what you're saying. I was going to say, otherwise, like, yeah, David Seaman was a very good goalkeeper. I get what you did now. Thank you to the person that just subscribed. 9 away. 9 away. We're going to go for 10 more minutes. 9 away. I'm sure we can get 9 very generous people to subscribe. There's 378 of you in here. I don't believe all of you would have subscribed, so please do if you haven't. And let's get the likes up to 300. They're only on 242, so please smash that button. A shot. Oh, see, this is what I mean. What I said earlier, people do get very defensive. Bullshit. I don't think he's our best defender. I think Van der Ven is our best defender. When I look at composure, pace, comfortable on the ball, good in the tackle, I think he's got more than Romero has, just for me. Dino Zoff is another one. Yeah, Dino Zoff, top goalkeeper. Bill, I said one of my fave Spurs games was a 5-1 v Arsenal, semi-final, Carling Cup at home. Yeah, had everything. Brilliant performance. Yes, I remember that well. We have had some great games down the years, haven't we? We have had some great games down the years. I'm going to stop asking for subscribers because every time I do, one cheeky get unsubscribes. If we get a good offer, Lo Celso, we should sell him. We need better if we want a title. I agree. Lloyd Kelly shouldn't join us if we're going for a title. I agree. I agree on both counts. And Lo Celso's got 18 months left on his contract. I don't want this to be another situation where we wind it down so long that we get about 3 million for him. My favourite Tottenham game was the 6-1 against United at Old Trafford. Son and Kane were incredible. Yes, great day. Great day that was. Jason has said free in, free out. If you could swap 3 current Spurs players for free, others at equal transfer value, who would they be? A Dyer. We're bringing in Drăgușin. For me, I would get rid of a Højbjerg or a Lo Celso and bring in a Matt O'Reilly. Who else would I bring in? And I'd bring in a forward. I mean, I'm not sure. I'd get rid of somebody like a Richarlison and bring in a Santiago Jimenez type player. That's just me. That's just me. What are your FA Cup predictions for Spurs in the overall competition? Look, when we say the prediction for Spurs, you never know, right? I mean, for the last 32 years, 33 years, we've been talking about, is this the year we win the FA Cup again? Is this the year? And then everyone says, this is our best chance. This is our best chance. I think it all depends on how serious Postecoglou takes it and against Burnley. And also, it's all about the luck of the draw. Predictions for the overall competition. I mean, straight away, you've got to make Liverpool and Man City favourites. They're the best teams. So, yeah, I don't think I've said anything groundbreaking then. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, Jonathan Woodgate won us our last trophy. That is how long ago it is. Yeah, it's madness. At the moment, I don't know. I want to see what the 11 looks like. I'm always sort of hesitant to put a bet, to make a prediction on a game that is so far away because you don't know what the lineup's going to be. Man United have this tendency to dig out a result when they need to. I've got draw in my mind, but at the moment, I want to see what the team is before I make a prediction. Liston, I said I fantasize having Sheringham as an option in our current squad. What an option he would be. Oh, my God. I don't think some of the younger fans, Liston, would realise just if Teddy Sheringham was in the Premier League right now, he'd be one of the best players in it. He's a class act, was Teddy. Laugh out loud. Look at last many ditch tackles he made for us. His contribution. We're talking about Romero. I think the thing is, fans like you don't seem to understand. Just because I think Van der Ven's better than Romero doesn't mean I don't think Romero's a good player. It's not all or nothing. It's not, he's brilliant, he's shit. It's not quite how that works. I just think that Romero for me is too much of a liability. And for me, Van der Ven isn't. Van der Ven, I love how comfortable he is on a ball. I love that he can bring the ball out. I love how composed he is. I like his pace at the back. I just think he's a better player and has got more room to grow. For me, it's only me. Ginger Cockle said, big up Savva. Any news on Federico Chiesa? Listen, if he got him, then I really would buy a T-shirt with a Paratici on the back. I think he'll end up somewhere like there or Madrid. I do. Argentinian international. They love going to those two clubs. I can see that happening. Yes, great game when Defoe got 5 in that game. Great game. Yeah, David James was a good goalkeeper. Just had a little ricket in him every now and then, but a good goalkeeper. We finish this now. See, when people say things like this, I don't think they think about the bigger picture. For me, the difference is Skip is going to stay because he's homegrown. So unless you're replacing Skip with a homegrown player, I can't see him going. Højbjerg and Lo Celso both have 18 months left on their contract. I think both of them will be gone by the summer. That's just my prediction. I think one of them will go this window. I think Højbjerg maybe. And I think the next one will go in the summer. Shot. Oh God, look, see what you've done. Whoever that was that asked the question about Romero, you've really upset this guy. Romero is the only defender that can break the lines. That's not true. And have the highest duels. Not true. Aerial and positional stat in the league. Oh, stats. I know there's a liability for his rashness, but he is still better. Not for me. You can have that opinion. Not for me. The fact he misses so much football every season, straight away for me. No, I'd have him. I'd have Van der Ven over him all day, every day. Just me. It's just my opinion. I think the best performance for me was when we scored Real Madrid and Eriksen scored. Yeah, it was a good game as well. Philip Bidwell. Yeah, Sheringham was class. Imagine Sheringham in this team. The difference is if Sheringham played in this team, you'd see a player with intelligence, hold-up ability, good passing, control, all the things that our current forwards can't do, you would see him do. I don't know, Robert. I don't know. I don't even know if he's on the radar. I suppose in my head, I'm just hoping he is on the radar because he played for Postecoglou at Celtic. But I really like him. I think he's a really good player. Yeah, for me, there's not even a question here, Kai. I Lampard and Gerrard were top players, but Gazza is there. Gazza's here. Gazza's here. I don't use the word excellent. Not excellent for me. Excellent defenders aren't as rash as he is. Excellent defenders don't need. No, not for me. Not for me. It should have changed. I've changed it to 8 p.m. If you look at it, it is changed. Yeah, it says here live in 8 hours at 8 p.m. Let me just double check that. Yeah, it says 8. John, okay, sorry, you're talking about in the edit of the video. Hang on 1 second. Live. There we go. Let's change that. Sorry, in the main description. Sorry, gotcha. Hang on, let's change that as well. Let's make sure that spelling is right. Oh God, Savva, how have you spelled that wrong? Save. There we go. That should now be changed, mate. That should now be changed to 8 p.m. That should be changed to. There we go. There we go. That should be done. This is the problem. We always get this, right? Is if somebody dares criticize a footballer, somebody takes it so personally. Like, I don't take it personally against any of our players. I think everyone's entitled to think what they want of a player. Speaking of last-ditch tackles, remember Ledley versus Robben? Boom. Yeah, but do you know what? Now, when you talk about... When people call Romero an excellent defender, what's the word you would give to Ledley then? Because Romero can't even lace Ledley's boots. Romero is just a better... All right, well, that's a bit harsh, isn't it, Guy? Yeah, Robbie Keane. I'd love him in this team. Not just me. It depends what you meant by that, Robert. Not just me, but yeah, not just me. Romero is a luxury. VDV and Drăgușin are more solid options. Look, I just think it'd be great to have all of them. I just think it'd be great to have as many centre-back options as possible, right? So for me, I don't think it's about 1 or 2. I think it's about you need 3 or 4. I've got PTSD from the day he sold Berbatov. God, how good was Berbatov? Do you know what? When I was doing a Spurs 11, Premier League all-time 11, and I think I put, was it Berbatov or Klinsmann in front of Son? And everyone went mad at me. Everyone went mad at me. I was like, God, did you see those 2 players play? Like, I think people forget. Yeah, it very much looks like he's a penny pinching again, wacky. It really does. But I think we will get it over the line. Can't see that enough. One known as a big Sav dog. Okay, your opinions on our 2-year cycle of a homegrown rotter in midfield: Tom Carroll, Ryan Mason, Wink, Skip. Add into that Jamie O'Hara, Ben Taleb. So you go Jamie O'Hara, sorry, Dean Marnie, Jamie O'Hara, Ben Taleb, Tom Carroll, Ryan Mason, Jake Livermore, Harry Winks, Ollie Skip. Yeah, who's going to be the next one? All very average midfielders that come in, get overhoped by our fans, and then need to leave. Super Spurs JB said Romero has cost us a lot against Chelsea. Then he comes back against Newcastle, nearly gets sent off again. He's amazing, but he'll keep costing us. It's in his genes. He will come back and do something silly, and people will go, "Oh no," but it's not his fault. It's who he's playing with, which is the excuse for him. Where's said VDV better than Romero? No question. I agree. Levy with a bevy said during the Euro 96, the French national team trained on college pitches behind my house. I played a five-a-side one day with Bernard Lama, Karambo, Zidane, and Jokaev. Is this true? Did this happen? Ian MacArthur has said my best Spurs game was Ange's first against Brentford. Given no chance, no water, no Romero, no hang-ups from Ange. Ian, I've seen plenty of better games than that, but fair enough. Each to their own, my man. If we get to Debo and Drăgușin, would you swap Romero for Rafinha all day long? All day long. All day long. Yeah. Listen. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I just think people who don't remember Ledley or really do overhype Romero. As I always show this, right? I always do. And this isn't me hating him. I think he's a good player, but we've gone so overboard about this guy. It's unreal. We've gone so overboard about him. We constantly go overboard about him. Look at that. Look at that. Look how many minutes this man misses of football every single year through either injury or suspension. His first year at Spurs, 46% of league minutes. 40% of minutes this year. 30% of minutes last year. You know, I really do feel that he's put on this massive pedestal without actually having achieved anything. I thought he had a bang average year last year, and everyone went, "Oh, it was because he played with Davis and Dyer." This year, he's had a good year when he's not doing silly things. But can we wait for players to do 2-3 years in a row before we elevate them to being the best in the world or the best this, the best that? It is what it is. Everybody, I am going to leave it there. Thank you very much for all the super chats. Thank you very much for all the likes, for all the new subscribers. If you could smash the subscribe button on your way out, it'd be great. We're 7 away from 12,200. That would be great. The link is here. Again, this is what dude, I do worry because you are one of them, aren't you? That you just can't have anything critical said about him. He won the World Cup. So did lots of people. Alexis McAllister won the World Cup. I'm not seeing Liverpool fans say that he's the best midfielder in the world or the best midfielder at the club, right? It's only Spurs fans that hang on to this. I mean, just quickly, hang on, I'm going to end up going for another 5 minutes, aren't I? Right, everybody? Let me know in the chat who's up for a little quiz. Who's up for more of a guessing game? Who's up for it? Really, really quickly for 10 minutes. All right? Name me players that have won the World Cup that were not brilliant as they're being hyped up to be. People who have won the World Cup. Well, Enzo Fernandez has won the World Cup, right? Enzo Fernandez has won a World Cup. Didn't France win a World Cup with... I'm trying to think of some of the players that France have had that won a World Cup that were okay. Mustafi has won a World Cup. Right, come on, people. Right, come on, people. Players that have won the World Cup. Per Mertesacker has won a World Cup. Fernando Torres won a World Cup. See, this is the problem, Shot 11. When you say things like this, you're assuming that every player that wins a World Cup is world class. Lionel Messi's rubbish, and he won a World Cup. Stefan Gavage won a World Cup. Christophe Dugarry, good players, but not the be-all and end-all that people make them out to be. Hugo Lloris, good goalkeeper, no more, no less. He won a World Cup. Celso, right? Are we literally saying Otamendi? Are we literally saying, like, If Spurs went to sign Otamendi now, people would go mad. People would go mad. Lionel Charbonnier. This is a great sentence. It's a great sentence. To be fair, it's like, look at, you could say, oh, so-and-so won a Champions League. Didn't Liverpool win a Champions League with Jimmy Traore at left back and Steve Finnan at right back? Look at this. Look, I mean, I mate Philly. Rudy Voller was class, though, wasn't he? Come on, Rudy Voller was class. Kleberson, Materazzi. Like, it's mad. It's mad. Look at this. Yeah, no, Romero is the best centre back in the world. He's not world class, but he gets disrespect because he is rash. Yes. 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 Because I just showed you how much football he misses. He misses loads anyway through injury, and then adds on to that by missing game time through suspensions. So when you're saying he gets disrespect, it's not disrespect, it's fact. It's fact. Listen, he's a good player, but I think everyone really wants to overhype him. If he played for Arsenal, we'd all be going, oh, he's not as good as whoever we've got. That's just the way we work. Right? That's just the way football fans work. This. I agreed, Uncle Disraeli. World Cup is 7 games. And you've got to remember, for most of those 7 games, who are you playing against? You know what I mean? It's not like all 7 are cup finals. Anyway, I am going to go this time. Much love, everyone. So 1:30 will be on Judge Mo. 3:30 straight facts. 8 p.m. tonight at a Tottenham show. Looking forward. We'll see what's happened. A lot will happen probably between now and 8 p.m. Gives us about 8.5 hours of more news. And we'll take it from there. So much love, everyone. Please smash the like button. Please subscribe on your way out. We're only 6 away now. Really appreciate it. Take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs.